I'm Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Lowe Alpine Halo 32, which I've been testing for about a month. Let's jump in. The Lowe Alpine is a 32-liter bag, and it is made of this really nice sturdy nylon material, but it has this matte finish, which is great. It seems really sturdy. It has not stained any, and I took it to a water park, threw it around places. No stains. Didn't even have to test whether I needed to clean it or not, because whether it's easy to clean, because I didn't have to clean it. But I will point out, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but I have a cat and a dog, and this attracts pet hair like nobody's business, and it's very difficult to get off. So keep that in mind, you pet lovers. It will attract the fur. Other than that, I like the fabric. The rear of the bag has this nice quilted padding, which is very comfortable, also attracts pet hair. But the spandex type material is also on the back of the shoulder straps, which makes them slide very easily onto our shoulder. It's really great, comfortable to carry around. It's padded, but not too padded, so they're not stiff. They are very comfortable to just swing on a shoulder or, carry around for a long period of time. It also has this very unique system where you can move the sternum straps, but it's rather hidden. Like, it doesn't look like it's movable or removable, but you just lift up this little flap, and then you can see this T-bar here. Grabs onto any of these loops. So if you want to move it, you just slide the T through the loop and pull it off, and you can adjust and put it wherever it is you want it to be. I found that while I didn't need a sternum strap, because this bag does not hold a whole lot of things, so it's not like it gets super duper heavy. It is comfortable, it's useful, it works. So if you are a person who likes sternum straps, it's a great touch. It's also a great touch if you are not a person who likes sternum straps, to be able to take it off, because I hate straps just dangling that I'm not using. You can adjust the shoulder straps very easily. It slides, here we go. They slide fairly easily. There aren't any strap keepers, but there isn't a whole lot of excess strapping here, so it's not like it really gets in the way. Just, something to realize that there's no strap keepers. And then back here, there is also this really great hidden pocket, and it is usually so hidden that it actually took me a while before I even found it. It's got about a 6-inch opening here. You can put passport in here, you can put cash, like if you're gonna be traveling or going somewhere where you don't want people to, have easy access to your important documents. Slide them in there. You can kind of see that pocket is nearly invisible, especially if you're wearing it. Nobody would ever see it. Now, this is another thing. So it has this little hanging handle. It's just a little piece of grosgrain ribbon. I thought that it would rip off. It did not. It's very flimsy, but it does the job. If you are in a restroom and need to hang it up on a stall, if you're hanging it up on a hook, this thing can actually support the weight of the entire bag, which is surprising, but nice, because then it just lays flat if you're not using it. So now let's take a look on the side here. You will see there is a water bottle holder, and it's not very big. Also, it is rather difficult to slide a water bottle into, because there is a nice firm divider between the two sections of the bag. And it comes basically right into where the water bottle would go. You know, if you're not using the water bottle, you can snap this little piece of fabric up to make it look a little nicer. But I mean, this is not the world's largest hydro flask, and it is, you can see, difficult to slide in. Now, if the bag is not packed very full, I did find it easy to slide a bottle into just this front compartment, but as you will see later on, I put a pair of shoes in here, and so it does make it a little more awkward. But you could put a water bottle there if you wanted. Now, let's dive into what I think is perhaps the most interesting part of this bag, which is this front pouch with this magnetic closure. Do you hear that? It's a very satisfying sound. It's just a big open pouch, and it's got this, I'm trying to remember, I think it was about an 8-inch wide zipper. And this is where actually I like to put my wallet, mask, lipstick, phone, even though there's another pocket that is where you're really, I guess, supposed to put that stuff. But I found this to be like the most convenient pocket ever. Now, as you will see when we dive into the rest of the bag, there's a contrasting color lining in the other sections that is not here. And the only reason I bring that up is because this doesn't open very wide. It might have been nice to have a brighter color in here to make it easier to spot things. I mean, it's easy for you to see right now because I got a nice big light shining on this. But if you didn't have a light shining directly into the bag, it can be a little hard to see things. Not a deal breaker, not that hard, just something to notice. But I love that snap. This is the main compartment. It can open up almost all the way down. And you can see I've got some gym clothes in here, gym shoes. You can fit a decent amount in here, but I mean, I'm not sure that I could pack for a whole weekend. So just, you know, this is more of a school to gym or work to gym, anything like that. One of those type of a day bag. It's not maybe an overnight unless you're a really, really light packer, which I am, but I'm not that light of a packer. So now the really cool thing, which is another hidden feature, I think. They like to hide things on you with this bag, so definitely take time to explore and look at it. You can unsnap these, give it a little more room on both sides. That front panel unsnaps, and then when you unsnap it, you can see there is a zipper here. And if you unzip this, it gives you just a little more room in this front compartment. It just expands the bag just a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see right there. There's extra bag where it can pull out. So, interesting feature, except for the fact that I did not find that it actually gives you that much more room. Kind of wish it would give you a little more room because I could have used a little more room in this bag. These snaps are nice and sturdy, but that does mean they take a tiny bit of effort to redo. Not a deal breaker, not that hard, but just something to keep in mind. So there's the main compartment, and you can see there's this contrasting color lining. I believe this is the burnt olive color of this bag. It comes in graphite, and I believe the interior of that one is orange. So I like contrasting linings. I'm not a huge fan of this goldenrod color, but it works with the olive. It's got the whole similar vibe going. Now, taking a look up top here is this carry handle, which is sleek and unobtrusive, which is really great because, you know, having things stick out the top isn't always the nicest to look at. But in this case, it's so unobtrusive that it's actually kind of a pain to grab. It's padded, it's comfortable. It's not easy to carry the bag by this handle because it is so streamlined, it is so unobtrusive that it's hard to get a good grip, and you definitely couldn't carry it like that for long. I also have an issue with it because it kind of obscures some of these zippers here that are hiding up here. Specifically this one, this is supposed to be the quick top stash pocket, theoretically for like your phone, your wallet, things you want easy access to. I found this front pocket had much easier access than this top pocket. But now let's take a look inside at the laptop compartment. Now you will see that I have difficulty opening this one, which is good and bad. So where are you going to go in this bag the most? Probably the laptop compartment. So it's a little annoying that it's so hard to unzip. That being said, it is so hard to unzip because they have put a water-resistant zipper on here. And to me, this makes so much sense. I've had bags before where there are rain flaps over other compartments, and then the laptop compartment is just completely exposed. At least in this instance, it makes sense to me that you'd put the water-resistant zipper, so maybe it's a little harder to open up, but it's gonna protect the things that can't get wet. So to me, that's a good feature. I'll take a tiny bit longer. I'll use a little more effort to zip this pouch, knowing that when I got caught in the rain, nothing got wet, which was nice. Open this up. It does open almost clamshell, almost entirely flat. So you can pack it. It sits pretty nicely like that. It's got space for up to a 17-inch device. Couldn't imagine having that large of a computer. I'm more of a tiny MacBook kind of a person, but you could fit a really big device back here. Great for gamers or designers, anybody like that. That being said, it's really disconcerting to just glance in a bag and not see your computer there. So if you have a small device, just be aware, you're not gonna see it. So if you're trying to figure out, did I put my computer in my bag? Did I not put my computer in my bag? Just look. That's what I had to do. So, and then there are two more, it has this nice padding here and a little bit of a stretchy gusset here. So if your device is a little bigger, a little thicker, obviously, than my MacBook, it would fit, no problem. You have two more pouches here. You can fit a tablet here. You can put a book here. There's two of them. You can put a tablet and an e-reader, or a tablet and a book. No problem. You can fit a lot back here. And there's a lot of organization, which is really nice in a laptop compartment because when you're carrying your computer and all that, you want to be able to bring everything that goes with it and then not have it all just shoved all willy-nilly in the large main compartment. On the opposite side here, there is space, a couple more padded spaces, good for a notebook or a folder, files, anything you need. You could probably stick in another small tablet, but that top pouch eats into that a lot, so you wouldn't want something super tall. Couple of pen slots, couple of pockets here. This fit a mouse. I've got my AirPods in here right now, my ID, but you could put the AirPods over here. You can fit a mouse here. It's nice and elasticized, so things they don't fall out, they don't slip around, they stay pretty nice and snug, so that's kind of nice. And then on the bottom here is another large zippered pouch. I put my cords down here. I've got some Tylenol and hand lotion, just things you don't want sort of flapping all around as you're going. And you could put some things more in the middle here too, but if you're gonna have things loose, I would just use the other compartment, frankly. That's just my opinion. So there you have it, the Lowe Alpine Halo 32. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.